Lately, you've probably noticed these creepy, spine-chilling story videos blowing up on TikTok. Some of these pages are racking up tens of millions of views, and since TikTok pays around $1,000 per million views, that's serious money. But here's the catch. Almost nobody actually knows how to create this kind of content. Why? Because they don't know which AI tools to use and they have no idea how to edit it the right way. That's exactly why I made this video, a step-by-step tutorial that will walk you through everything from start to finish so you can start making viral videos in this niche too. And before we dive in, let me show you a few examples of the type of content I'm talking about.
Did you know that deep in the Appalachian backroads of Virginia, there's a stretch of pavement locals call Sorrow Road? They say if you drive it after midnight with your windows down, you might hear it, the faint sound of whistling. At first, it's distant, soft, almost pleasant, but then it gets louder, closer, and soon it's like someone is whistling right next to your ear. Legend has it, the whistler is the spirit of a Civil War deserter who was executed on that very road, left hanging from a tree until the birds stopped circling.
All right, let's take a look at a few of these pages. This one right here is a perfect reference. It's getting an insane amount of views. For example, this month alone, one video pulled in over 1 million views and another skyrocketed to 26 million. Now, just for some context, if you scroll through these pages, you'll notice something important. All of their videos are over 1 minute long. That means every single one of them is fully monetized. What I'm going to show you now is how you can create videos just like these completely from scratch. And honestly, it's a lot simpler than you might think. The first step is generating images in this same style.
Here's what I did. I grabbed a random snapshot directly from one of these viral videos. That way we have a clear reference. All you need to do is find an image or frame within the video that matches the style you're going for, and then we'll use that as our base to generate content. Feel free to pause at any point as we go through this. The main reason we're doing this is to get a reference for chat activity. For example, I'll upload an image here and ask, can you generate images like this? Or, can you create images in this style? That way, ChatGPT knows exactly what we're aiming for. You can actually do this with other generators too. Many other platforms also let you upload reference images, but ChatGPT makes the process really simple and fast. Once the system says, yes, I can do this, the next step is to generate. And here's where your story comes in. When it comes to creating a story, you can use a tool like ChatGPT to come up with ideas. For example, I might say, create me a short, unique story that lasts about 1 minute and is based on a conspiracy. Now, for this tutorial, let's say the conspiracy is, the signal is static. This is just a placeholder example. Normally, what I'd do is copy the draft from ChatGPT, paste it into Notepad, and then take the time to refine it and rewrite it into my own version. But just to keep this tutorial simple and quick, I'm going to copy and paste it directly.
Once you've got your script ready, the next step is turning it into a voiceover. You can simply copy and paste your script into ElevenLabs and choose whichever voice you like. They've got a few solid options, Adam, Arnold, and others, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much which one you pick. Just go with whichever fits your style. Now, here's a pro tip. Instead of pasting your entire script in at once, generate it one sentence at a time. This helps keep the pacing natural and avoids those awkward long pauses that sometimes sneak in. Once you're happy with the lines, download the audio files, and then we'll bring them into CapCut for editing. When you import the audio, make sure to clean it up by removing any dead space. Just trim down the gaps so the voiceover flows smoothly from one line to the next. And that's it. You've got your voice track ready to go. Now it's time to generate the images for our story. As I mentioned at the start of this video, we'll be sending a reference image to ChatGPT and asking it to create prompts in the same style but related to our story. For those of you using the free version of ChatGPT, keep in mind that it can only generate up to 3 images at a time. So here's what we'll do. Simply upload one reference image to ChatGPT and ask it to generate prompts in that exact style for the entire story. Once you have those prompts, you can copy and paste them into Leonardo AI or any other tool to create your images. After you hit enter, ChatGPT will give you all the image prompts you need for your story, as you can see in this video. Remember, you're not limited to Leonardo AI. You can also use tools like Midjourney, Ideogram, or any other image generator. In this example, I'm using Leonardo AI. When you log in, you get 150 free credits each day for generating images. To get started, click the Image button and you'll see the interface. First, we need to select the model. Since our images are in a comic style, click on the Model button, scroll through the list, and choose the Legacy Anime Style option. Next, set your image dimensions. If you're making short-form videos, use 9:16, and if you're making long-form videos, go with 16:9. After that, just paste your prompt into the text box and click Generate. Within a few seconds, your image will be ready. Simply repeat this step until you've generated all the images you need for your story. Once all your images are ready, we can move on to the next step, video editing. Now that we have all of our images ready, it's time to move on to video editing. For this step, I'll be using CapCut, but you can use any editor you're comfortable with, Premiere Pro, Filmora, or even mobile apps. The goal is simply to bring our images, voiceover, and background music together in a clean, engaging way. First, open CapCut and create a new project. Import all of the images we generated earlier. Arrange them on the timeline in the correct order according to your story. To make the video more dynamic, I recommend adding smooth transitions between each image. This keeps the flow natural and engaging for the viewer. You can also make your still images look more cinematic by using keyframes. For example, apply a slow zoom in or pan effect so that the images don't just sit still on the screen. This simple trick makes your video feel much more alive and professional. Next, bring in your voiceover that we generated earlier with ElevenLabs, or whichever tool you used. Drag it into the timeline and line it up with the images. Trim or stretch the images so that they match perfectly with the narration. This way, every part of your story is visually supported. Now add captions or subtitles. This is extremely important because most people scroll social media with the sound off, and captions instantly grab attention. CapCut has an auto caption feature that works well, but you can also type them in manually for better accuracy and style. Use bold, easy-to-read fonts with good contrast so that viewers can quickly follow along with the story. Adding captions can dramatically increase watch time and engagement. After that, add some background music. Make sure the music is subtle and doesn't overpower the voiceover. We want the story to remain clear and easy to follow. You can also add simple sound effects if it makes the video more immersive. And finally, once you're happy with the edits, export your video in 1080p or 4K, depending on your platform. For TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels, make sure to use 9:16 vertical format. For YouTube long-form content, export in 16:9 horizontal format. And that's it. Your documentary-style video is now complete and ready to publish.
In 1998, a radio astronomer named Dr. Ellis claimed he intercepted a faint signal repeating every 23 hours, too regular to be natural. He logged it, sealed the tape, and filed it away. The next morning, his lab was stripped bare. Computers gone, notes missing. Even his colleagues swore the project never existed. But Ellis left one thing hidden, a scribbled note inside a library book. It read, "They're not coming. They're already here. The signal is a check-in. No one has seen him since. No one knows where Dr. Ellis disappeared afterward."